Happy November. It is 21 degrees today, which is just uncalled for November. So I'm just wearing more of a springy looking outfit because I don't want to be hot out there. It's not a sweater day. But I haven't done thrifting in a little bit, so we're gonna do a thrifting video today. We're gonna see if we can find anything for my future house. I'm really looking for home decor, but you never know what you're gonna find when you go to the thrift store, so it might not be a home decor day. It might just be a, I don't know, fall winter clothing day. Who knows? I'm really excited to find out and see because I haven't been in 2 weeks. So let's go. Okay, I'm right outside the store. We're gonna go inside. I'm gonna do a voiceover because it's always so loud. The first thing I found when I walked in was this basket. It was in decent shape and I thought it was pretty unique. I like the little kind of striping it had in a way, but I didn't think of a way that I could use it, so I didn't end up getting it, although I do think it's cute. Then I ended up finding this flat basket, which I thought would be really cool in like maybe a dining room on a buffet or something, and you could decorate it. It'd be really cute with cups and stuff, but I didn't get it. These I've been looking for over a year now, and you'd think it would be easy to find, but apparently not. I ended up finding this one that had 5 hooks on it, and then I ended up finding another one that had 3 hooks on it, and I ended up taking both of them because they were $2.99 and $3.99 each, and it even came with the hardware, so I thought that was a steal. Then I ended up going through the glassware section. It's one of my favorites. Looking at some mugs. I thought these were cool and unique. They were made in England, but I don't drink hot drinks, so I don't often grab mugs. I thought these glasses were also quite pretty. I don't need them, but I always love looking. This little dish was unique. I liked the color green. And then I found these cups that were handmade. They were so cute for Lou and Fred. They're definitely not my style though. Merry Christmas. Santa's just staring down on us all. Then I went over to the blanket section. I love the blanket section. I thought this blanket was quite cute. I don't need it, but I haven't found one in a while that I would buy. These were so cute for Christmas. I also didn't get these because I don't need stuff like that right now, but I thought, you know, someone might find them and like them. Then I looked through the kids section and these little Pooh Bear overalls were so adorable. I didn't get them, but they were corduroy and I didn't know if they were vintage or not. They didn't really look vintage to me, but it was only $3.99. Then I made my way to the clothing section. I thought this top was unique. I didn't end up getting it. It looked vintage though, hand woven. Made in Shallow Lake, Ontario. I thought that was cool. The sweater was so cute and it was 100% cotton and it was Northern Reflections, but I have something similar and it wasn't oversized enough. I liked the V on the sweater, but I did not like the material. It was a Hudson sweater, so I think it was decently expensive before it was at the thrift store, but not the greatest quality. It was already pilling. It was 80% wool though. This sweater I thought was cute as well. I liked the V. It looked like vintage Gap, but I didn't get it. I don't really like gray, but it was definitely a good find, I think. It still seemed in great shape. I thought this was such a cool cardigan. It was a European brand, if I remember correctly. When I looked up the brand, it was hard to find. I didn't get it. I also thought the sweater was pretty. I liked the neck on it. I don't know what this brand is, but it was nice. Me pointing out a crack in this thing that I was going to get. I did not get it. A couple days later, I decided to go to another thrift store. I really love this thrift store. It's huge, but the prices here are insane. I thought this plate was so pretty and it would be so nice on a gallery wall. However, it was $10.99, which I thought was ridiculous, and it had a little chip in it. I did have a discount, so I would have probably got it if it didn't have chips in it. It was just so pretty. Decided to look through all the plates. There was a Florida one. I've never looked through these plates before. Then I made my way over to vases. I thought this vase was quite cute. Very simple, but a little bit of detail. Me looking through the mirrors and the picture frames. This one was very unique. Looked like it would be in an old mansion. I ended up finding this moose and it had little hooks on it for keys, I want to guess. I love looking through the little knick-knack section, especially the wood sections. I always find interesting things. There's these shelves that reminded me of IKEA shelving. I do not need them, but they would be cute if you want to put books or something on it, or maybe like a little spice rack. Making my way through the store. It wasn't that busy that day, which is nice. I found another one of these little berry things, but it was $7.99. I've been wanting to get them, but I don't know, I just felt like that was overpriced for what that is. Then I found these yellow plates, which I thought were quite unique. I liked the color. As you would know, I'm looking for more kind of dinnerware. And then I found the most iconic seafood platter, but I don't need one. It was $13. I thought it was just really cool. I needed to show you all. What do you think? I thought this picture was so pretty. I don't know what I would use it for, but it was $19.99. Is that not insane? When I tell you the prices were crazy that day, they were crazy. I thought these glasses were quite nice. Just very simple. This was a cute little flower glass, but I don't know. I stray away from ones that have paint on them. I don't know. I've heard about maybe possible like lead paint on cups if they're vintage. And yeah. Then I found this dinnerware by Syracuse China in Canada. I couldn't find it online, but I loved that they were kind of an off-white color, and there was 4 of them. So I ended up getting them because I thought they would match the blue ones that I have right now. They're the buffalo china. This was a precious little dinner set made in China. There was something about these that I thought had potential. I don't think I like the brown, but they were kind of reminding me of like 50s to 70s vibes. I don't know. Then we made our way to the baking section. I always like looking through this section. They have so many things shoved in there, it's hard to find. Little ricer. I'm still looking for little syrup bottles. I thought this one was pretty. However, I don't know. The stoppers are kind of getting me. They're all made of plastic, and that one looked really grimy. I don't know. I didn't like it. They also have so many mugs if you're into getting like mismatched mugs or giving them as gifts. This one had potential until I turned it around. I thought it was so cute from the back. These salt and pepper shakers were precious. I kind of wanted to get them, but they were in this pack. If they weren't, I might have gotten them. I also was considering getting the stainless steel pot made in Germany. It was super lightweight, but I'm trying to find stainless steel cookingware. Then I made my way to the other side of the baking section. I love looking through all of the little things they have there because I always find something. And they had tons of bowls, tons of like molds if you wanted to make different cakes. So many different trays. And then I came upon these tart pans. And I've been watching people make tarts on TikTok. And I thought, alas, maybe I would get one. This one looked a little too flimsy. And then I found 2 different sizes of these more simple ones, and I decided to snag one because I don't have one, and I thought it'd be fun if I wanted to make a tart. I really want some of these stainless steel sheet pans. That one was just a little too grimy though, a little too worn out for me, but I've been looking for some of these. I want to get some more good quality ones. They use these at restaurants. Tons of little cake pans. Then I made my way over. I was looking at all the glass pans that they had. I always like to just take a look. I'm also looking for some new mixing bowls, and I thought these were cute, but then I seen they had apples on them, and I just wanted something more simple. Do you guys remember these? They had one at my doctor's office when I was a kid, and I was so tempted to get it for my future children, but I just didn't want to haul it home. And then it was time to look through the baby clothes, as I always do. Honestly, I really wasn't feeling it this day. I looked around for a bit, didn't really see anything, and then a bunch of people started coming into this area, so I left. As always, it's time to go through the blanket section. This one was quite nice. I liked the knit of it. Not the worst, but it was $14.49. That was the worst. That one I thought had a bit of potential. It was super soft, but just not my vibe. The prices, as I said, were crazy. This one was definitely cute for fall, but the quality was kind of crap, and it was almost $10. This quilt I thought was quite pretty. I just didn't really have a use for it right now, and I'm looking for more specific quilts. I thought $10 wasn't the worst for a quilt. I thought this little sheet that had strawberries on it was adorable though, but again, I didn't have a use for it. I swear my Grammy used to have these chairs, and they are usually decent quality. They usually made of solid wood. I don't have a use for it, but I thought it was a little blast from the past. Oh my god, I had to send my dad a picture of this horse because I had one as a kid and it was just so nostalgic. I really liked these loafers, but they were disgusting inside, so I didn't even try them on. This is another pair of loafers, but they were too big. I've been searching for loafers for years now, and I cannot find a pair, let me tell you. Been looking and looking. I look in the men's section, I look in the women's section, cannot find a pair. They're just never in my size, which is so sad, or just not in a color that I like. And you'd think loafers would be one of the easiest things to find at a thrift store, but no. Time to go through the clothing section. I started in the men's section and then kind of jumped around. I thought this V-neck vest was quite nice, but I just didn't like the colors. It looks quite vintage though. Great Lakes country. There were so many Levi's jeans in the men's section. I always find so many, but they're never in a straight leg. These ones weren't the worst though. I ended up finding a pair of khaki pants. I've been trying to find a pair for a while now because I used to have a pair, but they ended up ripping. This sweater I thought was quite cute. I liked the details on it and the little collar and the buttons, but there were so many sweaters in the men's section. This Timberland one, I sent a picture to my husband because I thought he might like it. It was also 100% cotton, but I need him to try things on because he has a long torso and things need to fit him properly or he doesn't like them. So many sweaters that were 100% cotton. I was kind of losing my mind. There were so many. Just, I didn't need any of them. None of them were oversized enough. I kept putting them in the cart, looking at them, trying them on. Not the vibe. Still trying to also find an oversized black cardigan. You'd think it would be easy to find, but apparently it is not. It's something else I've been looking for a year now. This sweater I was so on the edge about. It was a Timber Bay sweater and it was a cotton wool blend. It was so nice and I was gonna get it for my husband, but again, I need him to try it on. Also found this Root sweater. If it was more oversized, I might have gotten it. Also didn't love though the combination of the navy blue and black. This also had potential, but again, it just wasn't perfect. Then I went to the women's section. They had tons of sweaters that were quite fun, but usually they aren't cotton, which is so sad. It's usually, yeah, like 100% acrylic. So I found a J. Crew sweater for $14. Found some Gap. I put this in the cart because I wasn't sure, but I didn't end up liking it when I tried it on. This sweater had some potential. I did like the vibe of it. The pink Eddie Bauer was actually so cute, but again, it just didn't fit right. It's also $14. Literally the prices here were insane this day. I really love this top, but sadly, my chest is too big for a lot of these tops, so it wouldn't tie. Just another piece, I thought the details were pretty. This was also quite pretty, but it was also just way too tiny. And then I came upon some items for a future trip I'm going on, so we'll talk about that probably more in the next video. But it was then time to go home. She came to join us. It is the next morning because it got super dark by the time I got home. The bus took forever. But I wanted to show you what I ended up thrifting. Now, I will admit, it was not the best thrifting week, I will say. We did find a couple good little gems, but it definitely wasn't a great thrifting week, which I think is realistic. I don't want to just not post videos because I didn't end up getting a huge haul. I have been thrifting mainly for my future house because if you didn't know, I'm in the process of getting my visa to move to the US. My husband's American, he lives there, and I'm trying to immigrate there, and I'm in the process to immigrate there. So our goal is to buy a cheap old house to fix up, and so I'm trying to find items to start decorating that house and fill that house once we do eventually get it. And then my mother-in-law also got us tickets to go on a cruise in December, so I've been trying to find some items to wear on the cruise. I also made a coffee and the cups that we thrifted last time. Let me show you what I ended up finding. The only thing I ended up finding at the first thrift store are these. And I have been looking for these for over a year now at the thrift store. Don't know why I haven't been able to find literally these, the most simple thing. And I wanted these mainly because I have a spot by my little herb garden that I don't think I'm ever gonna like fully do because my visa seems to be processing decently fast. And I don't want to buy a whole bunch of herbs now and then have to just give them to family members because I don't want to move them to a different country. So I ended up finding two of them, a smaller one and a larger one. This one has 5 hooks, the other one has 3. But I was going to put this underneath the shelf and then hang little mugs or something off of it. However, I don't want to add more holes to the walls if I don't have to right now, especially if I'm going to be moving in a couple months. So instead, I wanted to just get them for my future home because I thought this would be very cute, maybe by a front door to hang jackets or something on. These seem very sturdy, like it seems like a nice little hanger. Like whoever made this, I think did a good job on it. Like it feels like a nice solid piece. And on top of that, it comes with hardware, which I thought was funny. I guess someone was using it and then just didn't want it anymore. But what I would eventually do, probably like add caulking or something and then paint over it so that it looks like it's like one piece with the wall or like a built-in piece to a piece of furniture. I would do something like that so that it looks a lot more expensive. $3.99 for this one and then $2.99 for the 3 hook. Then, if you didn't know, I've been trying to collect dinnerware. And I ended up getting this set of 4 plates for $5.99, and then I also had a discount on the stuff I got at Value Village. I can't remember if it was 20 or 30% off. It depended how much money you spent. but I got a discount on it, so it wasn't actually $5.99, which I still think is like a decent price for 4 plates. They're not like tiny side plates, they're kind of like a mid-sized plate. I've been trying to find this vintage dishware, and I have a few from Buffalo, China that I love. And I think eventually we'll probably go online and try to find like a fuller set, because they do make pink ones and I really, really want pink dishware. But these are from Syracuse, China of Canada. I tried to look this brand up and it was very hard. So let me know, because every time I look it up, it comes up with Syracuse, New York. But I think it's nice dishware. I also ended up getting this tart pan. I've never had one of these and I've been wanting one because I keep seeing people make tarts. The bottom pops out. The only thing I would say with this tart pan, it was $4.49 and then it had a discount. It is a little rusted in places, but I think we could clean that up. And then I also noticed, where is it? The corner of it here on this piece that pops out is bent. So I think we could also probably get a pair of pliers and like fix that. It's only bent a little bit. Like I don't even think it would make a difference, but I'm very excited for this because I've wanted one of these for a while now. So love that. Then I ended up finding a couple pieces of clothing. The first thing I got was this H&M dress. I don't even know how to show you this. Maybe I need to get up. I love the puffy sleeves on it, and I like the little ties on the top here. I also love the fact that it's a maxi dress. I have never been able to find a maxi dress for some reason. I have such a hard time finding one that I like. And it's also a linen blend. Now this was expensive, I will say. It was $14.49, but then it was 20 to 30% off. So in the grand scheme of things, it was probably closer to $10, which for a linen blend dress, I don't think is the worst. I will say this Value Village was so expensive. I'm sure I complained about it like 20 times in the voiceover, but it was very, very expensive yesterday when I went. I ended up also finding this skirt for $10.99. The skirt is by the brand Atmosphere. It is also a maxi length for me because I'm short, but the waist is a tiny bit too big. So either I'm gonna see if I can get it taken in. I could also kind of just scrunch it in the back a little bit with like a hair tie and then just have like a long baggy shirt over it as well. But I think this would be really cute for the cruise. I also thought, let me know if this sounds dumb, but I also thought I could wear it as like a dress, like a tube top dress. And I tried it on in the store like that and it looked very cute as well. The sunlight is in the worst positioning right now for me to be filming this, but I really love the color green this is. The last thing I ended up getting is a pair of khakis because I used to have a pair that I loved for work and then they ended up just breaking. These were $10.99 and then with the discount, they're by the brand Giordano and I really love just the way they look. So that is all we ended up thrifting. As I said, it's a very small haul. I think I ended up getting some good key pieces that I've been looking for though, especially honestly, if I had just found this, it would have been fine with me, honestly. I know it's not as exciting for you to watch, but I think it's more realistic and this was something I actually really, really needed, or at least really, really wanted, and then yeah, I could use it for the future. And then yeah, I ended up finding a couple more things, I guess, that I've been looking for, like plates, and like this was a fun little find that I just thought of in the moment. I don't have one. That'd be fun to make some tarts in. Yeah, let me know what you think. Are you still interested in me doing thrift haul videos or thrift videos like this, even if I don't find a lot of items? I'm sure for all of you out there, when you go thrifting, you don't always come back with a huge bag full of stuff. But I'll be in the comment section chatting with you all. Let me know what you think. Do you have a favorite item? Let me know if you have any ideas of things you want to see. And I'll see you next time.